All right, everybody, welcome back to the Green Eyed Girl podcast. Since I'm already on a roll of pissing people off, I'm just going to continue right down that road and we're going to talk fat positivity. All right, fat positivity is an absolute lie. Just all of it's an absolute lie. This all started way back in the 90s. We had like the heroin sheet thing going, and all of the models were like a size -0. I like -15. They were skeletal. They kind of look like Ariana Grande right now. So I'm a little afraid the heroin sheet thing's coming back. Anorexia was actually the big thing. Bulimia was one of the biggest problems. All of these things need to not come back. First off, that is 100% against everything that I would ever promote. However, you are not healthy at any size. And it's insane that we have allowed this to go on. With as big of a health movement as we have going in America right now, trying to get our food supply fixed, etc. And I'm seeing people wig out about that. Get over yourselves. Okay. RFK Jr.'s not trying to kill you. He just might take the bad things out of Pop Tarts that are making you morbidly obese at just an extremely quick rate. All right. So, first, you're not healthy at any size. After you end up with too much weight on you, and even after it shows on the outside, you have so much fat around your organs that it's literally causing them not to function properly. And you've probably felt so bad for so long that you don't even realize how horrible you feel. It's the truth. And I know I lived it. I was heavy. I'll put some pictures up at some point. You all can see them. I was chunky. When my engagement pictures went out, I got them back from my sister and I went, oh, because I refused to buy new clothes. My clothes were tight, but I didn't realize how bad I looked until I got the pictures back for that. And my husband and I looked at him and we said, that's it. We're changing our entire lives. It's part of why I'll start a health podcast at some point here in the not distant future. I finally came up with a name for it. It's going to be great. But I have never successfully been able to keep weight off until now. You'll see, heck, from the time I started this podcast till now, my face shape has changed and it's going to keep changing because I lose weight all the time. And slowly but surely, I'm getting down to a healthy, maintainable weight where my metabolic function works. Okay. I'll deep dive into that in the health podcast. But for right now, we just need to talk about this massive issue of fat positivity. So, first, all of the fat influencers, they drop dead. They drop dead. They drop dead all the time. As soon as one becomes prominent and they're out there, they're dead. In their 30s and 40s, guys. You shouldn't be dying in your 30s and 40s. The average life expectancy in the United States of America is 73 years old. So dying in your 30s and 40s while promoting fat positivity and obesity, beautiful at any size, dead. Dead. Ostensibly a bad thing to be promoting, and it killed you. Killed you stone dead. Feel crazy yet? Because you should. If you're sitting out there and you've been listening to these people and they're like, oh, yes, you can be beautiful, blah, 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 blah. You can have a pretty face, but objectively, not beautiful. People actually are going to overlook you. And the only people that buy into the fat positivity movement are women. So if you're trying to find a man, not so great for you, okay? The number one thing, though, is that it just promotes ill health. It's a terrible thing to be promoting to young women, and it puts you in the line of fire to be big pharma dependent and dying at too young of an age. You're going to end up needing knee replacements and hip replacements and all of these things because you're carrying around too much weight. That's just objectively the truth. Okay? So, bullying works. All right, I just watched Lizzo. She got bullied for being obese and promoting the fat positivity. And Homegirl has hit the gym and she looks awesome. Okay, I'm not a Lizzo fan, never have been. She's really not my kind of artist. Her music's fun, it's catchy. I totally understand why she's so popular. She is objectively very, very talented. Very talented. I'm just not big on the scantily clad twerking thing. I just find that obnoxious and ostentatious and 8 million other little things. But she has been morbidly obese, very unhealthy, promoting it to young women, which is terrible. And she finally gave up and got off of social media and got off of everything, stopped touring, all of this. And she hit the gym and she looks amazing. She still has a ways to go before she's at prime health, but she looks great. And I've seen a lot of people dump on her. Saw a lot of people dump on Adele when Adele did the same thing. Hey, I don't understand why we're dumping on people who really put in the work and lose the weight and they talk about feeling better and looking better. And all these girls are like, well, you were beautiful like that. And I don't know why you had to do this. Because they had health issues. They wanted to be healthy. Health matters, guys. Your body's all you have on this earth. When that breaks down, when it gives out, time's up. You can sit and you can commit slow suicide, and I'm watching people every day on the internet promote it, and unfortunately, they're promoting it to the point where they drop dead. I'll never understand why they want to promote that until they die. But here we are. First biggest thing. When you are overweight, your metabolic function doesn't work right. What that means is your cells on the most basic function level don't work. Absolutely don't work properly, which means your immunity is lower. So you're more likely to get sick. You are more likely to succumb to things like cancer, etc. One of the biggest issues with COVID, drop the big C word, was if you were obese. People I knew that took COVID the hardest were the ones who were overweight. For me, it was a minor cold. I was in good shape at the time. I was eating good food at the time. I was cooking at home every night. So I had a minor cold while the people I knew that were overweight were sick for weeks. There's a reason for that. And it's that your cells aren't functioning, your immune system's not functioning, and you're not doing well. So you're opening yourself up to more disease, more issues, like I already said, knee replacements, hip replacements, etc. So the best thing we can promote is a healthy lifestyle. I'm not a crash diet person. As a matter of fact, my health and fitness channel, part of this channel, will actually be called Crash Diet Health, because I was a lifelong crash dieter, which is why my weight went up, down, and up and down. I don't do that anymore, which is why my weight has gone down and stayed stable, because I just changed my life habits. I learned more, changed my life habits. I will share all of the books, all of the podcasts, all of the things I have figured out. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to give anyone advice. I'm just going to tell you the things that worked for me, the things that I learned, and things you might want to look into if you want to live longer. Second thing, you just need to care about yourself. if you're letting yourself get overweight, if you are just eating whatever, whenever, because you can, it makes you feel better, you're not caring for yourself. That's not taking care of yourself. So one of my favorite things that I always see is life is hard. Choose your hard. It's hard to be fit. It's hard to be fat. Choose your hard. It actually takes a lot of work to maintain being that heavy, and it's not. You don't feel well. You ache more. You're sick more often. It takes a lot of work. I watch it. I know people who are unhealthy. I see it every day. It takes a lot of work. It takes the same amount of work for me to be healthy and down that path that it does for the people I know to stay unhealthy and keep down that path. It's a lot of work. There's downsides to both sides. Now on my side, I'm healthy. It just takes some time, etc. On that side, you might not fit in a chair. Is that not embarrassing? I would find that embarrassing if I couldn't fit in a chair. But I'm watching people want to change airlines when it would cost stupid amounts of money for us to change airplanes, when it costs nothing for you to put in a little bit of work and take care of yourself and not die young. Because the truth is, we can just sit and we can wait all of these people out who make this a big deal, because they don't last very long. And I don't know how we haven't been waking up to this. I'll never understand it. Can't do it. Stop dumping on the people who lose the weight. Stop dumping on people like me who just are thin. It is not a bad thing for someone who's thin, but it hasn't reached the body fat percentage where they want to be and where they should be and where their health functions most optimally. I get shit on because I say, I still have a little bit more fat to lose and I want to get to a better range. You're already thin. I don't know what you're complaining about. My health, my choice. Okay? It's your choice. If you want to die slowly, that's fine. Or actually, I mean, it's getting faster by the day. The food supply has gotten worse. I've watched people who didn't change their eating habits in the least, and the food supply has gotten worse, and I've watched them get bigger because they're eating the same food, same amount of food, but the quality has gotten worse. More processed, more chemicals. They get bigger, in worse health. They don't feel well. That's where we're at in this country. It's why everybody really wants RFK Jr. in this battle. Okay? So, don't dump on people like me who wants to be at absolute optimal health, because I want my body to function at peak. I like feeling good. Recently, the flu was going around at work. Most everyone at work was down for 3 solid days. They felt terrible for 2 days, big fever. Then the fever would break. They thought they had relief, and then it kicked back on again. Okay? I woke up feeling like crap, terrible on a Friday. Got up, made an herbal remedy, ate it, kicked it in the warmth in my PJs, took it a lot easier than I normally do. I'm normally real busy, real active, etc. Took it real easy. By about noon, wasn't feeling too bad. Got a little bit of podcast work done. Took it pretty easy for the rest of the day. Got up Saturday, minor headache. By noon, I was completely better. And I felt excellent. It's the best flu I've ever had. Because I used to go down with the flu. I'd be down with the flu for days. I don't anymore because my body's functioning. My immune system functions better. So you better believe I'm getting down to the body fat percentage that allows my body to operate at peak performance, because I never want to feel terrible again. If I eat food that makes me feel ill, my husband and I went to a restaurant the other day that just, ugh, we felt terrible. I will never eat there again. Never. I don't eat things that make me feel bad. But I know people who eat things that make them feel bad. They make them feel bad and they just keep going back. Please stop torturing yourselves. Stop torturing yourselves. Okay? Briefly touched on this point. Reiterate it again. We don't want to change the world for your ill health. It's your choice. It's your fault. Self-accountability. Okay? Take responsibility for yourself, for your health. If you can't fit down an aisle of an airplane, that is not the airline's problem. It's not the manufacturer's problem. That is a you problem. And putting it on the internet makes you get made fun of. And then you want to be upset. And then all of the girls come in saying, oh, she's beautiful. No, objectively, you are not. I'm tired of seeing you. I feel bad for you when I see you. I actually feel bad. And my thought is, why do you hate yourself so much that you would let yourself be in ill health and then try to promote it to the world and try to get an airline to change it? You're getting on the internet to scream, I'm unhealthy and I hate myself. And then you're going to die at my age and stop it. Stop it. Stop promoting this ill health, especially to younger women. This is mainly a female issue. Men are overweight, but they're not big on getting online and doing that because guy culture is different and they really get hurt. And I'm not out here to just burn anybody. I just want to point out and make sure you fully understand you are killing yourself. And getting online to promote that to the next generation is sick and twisted. You're promoting something that's terrible for people, and you're trying to make it seem like a big good thing. And the truth is, the only people that benefits is Big Pharma. It benefits Big Pharma. The only people that it benefits. It benefits you in the short term. You might make some money off of it. Your name might be out there. But then give it a couple years, the headline's going to read died of heart attack, died from COVID. Please understand, you can't continue like this. It's not good for you. I know you feel terrible. You're going to lie. You're going to lie and say you feel great. You don't. You're just used to feeling bad. You're just used to feeling sick. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you want to live that way. I lived that way for a while. I was never super big for super long. Like I said, after college, I decided I will never buy a larger size. If my clothes are uncomfortable, it means I need to lose weight. I just made that decision and it has worked out very, very well for me. And if I do end up fit in exactly where I want to be health-wise, and I need smaller clothes, I will buy smaller clothes, and then I will not buy a larger size. Because if my clothes don't fit, there's something wrong. I've done something wrong. All up, all in, if seeing the fat influencers drop dead doesn't spur you to, hey, what they're saying, it's not working out for them, at least take it on note that someone's telling you you can actually feel better every day. You can continue to lie to yourself and say, oh, I feel just fine, I'm beautiful at any size, and complain that you can't fit down airplanes aisleways, you can't fit in airplane seats, that people groan when they have to sit next to you, that you're worried a chair might break, that you feel like you're being judged. you can go to the doctor and have the doctor tell you, hey, you need to get on diabetes medicine and you have high cholesterol and all of these things, and just say, oh, it's fine. This medicine will fix it. Hey, the medicine doesn't fix it. The medicine treats the symptom. The problem can be corrected by changing to healthier habits. Walk a little bit. Do small things. It doesn't take big things. You can change a few small things and you'll see progress, and then you just keep on. I'm not a hey, go crash diet person. I don't like to be hungry. Okay? I'm never hungry. I eat healthy. I eat good quality food. I literally never let myself get hungry because I'm one of those like hangry people. When I get hangry, I am like, okay, my husband loves it. Just loves it. Actually, normally if I'm starting to get really impatient about something, he just looks at me and says, have you eaten today? I'm that person. Okay, so if I'm that person and I'm literally never hungry, and I eat 3 big meals a day, and if I need a snack, I will eat a snack. It's the choices of what it is that I'm eating that make all the difference. Because I've consistently lost weight. My clothes are super comfortable. I feel very functional. My joints don't hurt anymore. Uh, it's that easy. It's that hard. It's hard to make the changes. You do go through a little bit of withdrawal from like snack cakes and things. And then after a while, you see them at the grocery store and you're like, ugh, can't believe I ever ate that. Not that I don't eat a little bit of junk food here and there. We always have chocolate in the house. We've got homemade ice cream in the freezer. I make like break and bake homemade cookies because I don't trust all the chemicals they put in them at the store. That freaks me out. But we have sweet things in the house. I just eat way better and I stopped eating processed things. And I get online and I see all of these girls promoting ill health to the next generation of girls, and it blows my mind. Just because you're suffering doesn't mean you need to make the next generation suffer. We need to bring back some shame. We need to bring back some bullying. Because bullying worked with Lizzo. She was getting roasted online. Absolutely roasted. But then there's still these girls out here popping up all over the place talking about how the airlines need to fix this and I shouldn't have to pay for an extra seat. Girl, if I have to pay extra because my bag weighs a little too much, and they're telling me that we can't go overweight on the bag because it could take the plane down, do you not understand what that means? If that's the line we're being fed, either they're lying to us about the capacity of the airplane, or you that has more fat on you than 3 of my bags worth of weight shouldn't be on the plane for our safety. And you want that to be free? Because you don't want to take care of yourself, because you hate yourself so much that you literally will make any excuse and get on any medication and then go complain to the internet that you can't fit on the plane? That doesn't make sense. Objectively doesn't make sense. I want to see everyone in this country be as healthy as possible. I want to see you all live long, healthy lives. I I get tired of watching people slowly commit suicide in front of me. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to me. It's heartbreaking to me to know how much you're suffering because you want to lose out to a cheeseburger. You can't put it down because you have some addiction to something. How is it any different than watching somebody do drugs? And it would be like promoting drugs and an addiction to drugs to people. That's how hazardous this is. It's how hazardous it is. And it's not hard to work around the food choices. Don't be out here promoting it. Don't come out here saying you can be healthy at any size. Objectively, that is incorrect. If you are too thin and you're not getting the nutrition that you need, you are unhealthy. If you are too heavy and you're eating the wrong foods and you have excess fat on your body, you also, A, aren't getting the nutrition you need, and B, you are suffocating your organs with fat. What you see on the outside is the least of your worries. But before you're that big on the outside, your entire organ has just been surrounded by fat. And it makes it not function properly. And then the doctors just say, oh, yeah, that happens. Here's medication. What's in that medication? Where's that coming from? And the medication has side effects, and then you gotta get treated for that. And then Big Pharma is the one profiting. Big Pharma, big food. And you're suffering. And you're dying. Stop promoting healthy at any size. We are not healthy at any size. Humans have a healthy weight. Humans have healthy BMIs. We need to get back to that. So, coming soon on the Green Eyed Girl podcast will be the Crash Diet Hell podcast, because I want to share with you the things that have helped me and give you a chance to start doing some research into what could help you, help change your health, help change your life, help get you off of big pharma meds, fitting down airplane aisles, fitting in seats, not being afraid of chairs falling apart on you, being more active, and just objectively feeling better. Fat positivity is an absolute abhorrent lie that has been pushed for the benefit of the food industry, the medical industry, and big pharma at absolutely your detriment. Don't listen to the lies anymore. Listen to me. I'll help you out instead.